Good day everyone, and welcome to episode 10 in our series on the Great Soviet Experiment. Now we are being led by Leon Trotsky, so it's a brand new world for the Soviet Union. And as you would recall from our last episode, and that is the wrong button, we spent most of the episode just consolidating after, first of all, we expanded the communist presence into what used to be called Iran, but is now a valuable part of the Soviet Union. And then we had the Civil War, so we basically just regrouped and set things up properly for, to quote others, the coming storm. And we're here in the Soviet Union, and we're going to go up straight away to 2 because we reviewed everything in the last episode. And the conclusion that I've come to is that we are, in 1939, probably behind the 8 ball. And the first thing I want to do today is have a look at start producing more mechanized units. And we're just going to have a review of those here. Ooh, no engineers. No engineers. Okay, we're going to keep the basic unit, I feel. And I think we should duplicate that. And make some changes. And the first one I would like to make is... let's call it a mech division, because that's what they're called, mech divisions. Now this one has a width of 18, so I of course would like to get that up to 20. So this is going to be mech division 1, mech division 21, that's our naming convention. Right there. And the first thing I want to do is get it up to 20. And I'm going to do that by adding a medium tank down the bottom and another light tank at the top. And that has raised our hit points. Soft attacks up by 26, hard attacks up by 19, which is good. Defense is up by 7, breakthrough is up by 51, armor's up by 24, piercing's up by 24. So that's actually pretty good. We basically just doubled our piercing, or close enough to it, by adding that one medium tank. Now, my plan is, at this point, this is probably what I'm looking at in terms of armoured divisions, and I will be adding more mediums and less light tanks as we go along. And the other thing is, we'll go from 20, maybe up to 30 or a 40 for punch. And that's when we'll be adding things like mobile artillery and all that sort of stuff. So that's going to be heavy punching units. But for right now, we want to keep our costs fairly low. We do want to add the infamous engineering company, and we do want to add. Belgium's gone, and we do want to add the support artillery because it's just what you got to have. I think I'm also going to add anti-air as well. Because Luxembourg's gone too. Because and let's just pause this for a second. Okay, and for the third time now, ladies and gentlemen, because we are not going to have air superiority, and I suspect the Germans, if they're historically or following the historical trail, they're going to have a lot of air. And our units are going to need some defense capabilities. But there we have advanced machine tools. So we're going to go and first of all save this. Right, so we've done that. And now we're going to go and work out what's happening in here. So let's start over here and make sure we're not missing anything that we might possibly want early on rather than later on. We could get motorized rocket artillery. That's actually a pretty, I don't know actually, I was going to say it's a pretty good thing to have with a mechanized or a motorized unit. But then motorized artillery is also very good and used for different things, of course, but there you go. I think now, because we're looking at armour, we should go and get the logistics company. That's going to be very important to us when it comes to supplying our troops in the front lines. And then we'll go over here, we'll get these guys, and we will put them in our training camp. And we've got some guys coming out already. So, what are we doing with you? I'm going to keep you there just for now. Because I don't really need to disperse you, and we'll just keep you going. We'll go up to 3. Netherlands has capitulated. Yeah, well, you know, at this point, if I was the Soviets, I'd be saying, I wish Paris all the very best. I hope they tied the Germans down and caused them a great deal of casualty and equipment losses. But that might be considered unkind of me. I don't know, considering that we're, you know, almost the best of buddies. That could be a thing. Now, where are we up to here? You're at 4%. It's the lowest one. And you're at 14%. Ooh, there you go. Okay, let's just have a quick, and I do mean quick, look at the differences here. 16-1. What have we got? Defense 305. Defense 284. But more air, which, you know, they're going to have that. And piercing is 16. What's the piercing on you? 5. I'm going to go for 50-50. So, because we're at that level, I'm going to come down here and create another set just to keep things moving along, and then we'll return to the game. Where's Sverdlovsk? There it is. Oh. Chelyabinsk. Let's do some in Chelyabinsk. That's going to be a good move. So let's get another 3 going there of these guys. Okay, 3 of them. I'm going to add you to Chelyabinsk. And 3 of them. And then let's do another 3 of these guys. And again, yeah, let's bring them out in How can I continually forget to press buttons? It's called Fumble and Klutz, the new go-to expression in the channel. Oh, we already had you. Okay, let's cancel production of this line. Cancel the whole thing, right. And then press that button, and then press the city. Well, thank you, Mr. Rocket Scientist. Okay, so now we're up to 24 and 6. Oddly enough, it's 30. We've got 30 divisions in training at any given time. Pretty cool. And the other thing we want to start training now is... Now, hey, let's just double check this for a minute. Of course, you never tell with these things. 6 armor. 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go up. Let's create, just thinking here, let's create 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 10, 12. Let's create, let's continually create a whole lot of them actually, because we're going to need them. And we'll go back to Chelyabinsk, which is a good place. And we will create 2 at a time because we're going to need them. Okay, so we now have armoured units in production. Anti-air units, which also will have some anti-tank defences. Standard garrison unit with no heavy weapons. A good degree of standard infantry. And then back to our garrison units again. We do not have any, look, we're up to 83, any cavalry units at this point. Okay, so now what have we got going on over here? Right, you're there. So you're all there, are you? But we need 3 more. And, yep. Okay, let's double check where we're at. Now, first of all, we need to do something here because we are running out of construction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6 are in production and we're up for 7, so we need some more. So we're going to move away now from Moscow because that's where the big push is going to be coming in. And we're going to start doing things over here. Now it is possible that the Japanese are going to attack us. In fact, it's more than possible. I think it's probably a likelihood. So we're going to need to spread out. It's used 1, but what is it? What is the one that it's used? It doesn't say. 2 civilian factories, nothing there. So let's put them in there. And that should be a big help. I'm going to put 2 now into infrastructure because we are going to need it. 1 and we need to keep the areas around Stalingrad up because that's 1 more there because that's going to be a supply bottleneck. Okay, off we go. Oops, don't do that. And how are we doing in here? Medium tanks are coming along. Yep, we're not looking too bad actually. We're not looking too bad. Whether we will have enough when it all starts, I have literally no idea. But we certainly, oh gosh, that doesn't at all look like the French did a very good job. November 39. Okay, where are we here? November 39. More factories. Yes, 39. Decryption, I think, might be the way to go there. And that's it. And away we go again with the speed, trying to get up there and get things done. I think very soon we'll have to start deploying. Now, Historically, with forts, I deployed along the river line. And quite frankly, I don't see any reason not to do that again. We'll start at the river line, which gives us an advantage, and then we'll work from there. Oh, the other thing we definitely need to do, though, everyone, is come back here, go to construction, and go away from the quick construction for a minute, and just head down. Now, head down this tree. We've got a couple of choices here. We can skip this one, which is the permanent revolution. So Leon Trotsky loses. What? Oh, loses? Losses. Completion time 70 days. Trotsky has returned. Current ruling party is communist, is not in a civil war. Effect. Leon Trotsky loses the permanent... Okay, he loses. And then he gains. You know what? I don't see that as being a benefit, but I definitely see this as being a benefit, especially when we come down here to the lessons of war and we start getting bonuses. So we're definitely into that. And that is pretty much it for just at that minute. So let's go back up. Check how things are doing. Yep. Whoa. We export a lot. Export a lot there. Okay. Okay. Construction-wise, yes, we're doing fairly well there. Production-wise, yes. It's, ooh. What? Rudolf Hess, yes. The second armistice, an armistice between the German Reich and the French Third Republic, has been signed at Copain, in the very railway carriage in which the Germans surrendered in World War I was negotiated. Yeah, well, that irony didn't last very long, did it? Under the terms of the armistice, a French government under Philippe Pétain, based out of Vichy, will continue to administer most of southern France, while the rest of the country falls under a German occupation zone. Some French officers have vowed to continue resistance from abroad, but this puts an effective end to the fighting in France, at least for the time being. National Francais declared war on Free for France. Well, that's interesting. What does it... That's huge. But... Okay. Well, I think we need to carry on. Troops are getting there. Yes, indeed. Yeah, we've got a lot of troops on the go at the minute, and we're going to get more. Because we're going to need them. That's the short answer to that question. And we are also going to need a lot more infantry equipment than we currently have as well. And we're going to have to start deploying our armour very soon as well. Improved rubber. Okay, I'm going to pause this for a sec. Want to have a look and see what else might be needed by us. And the answer is not much until 1940. Which, actually, you know what? It's 6 days away. No, it's not 7 days away. And the one thing we do want are these two. For sure. Now, this is an interesting one, and I'm going to have to check up. My preference is normally artillery. But this stuff is really good at breakthrough. Well, better at breakthrough than artillery. But of course, the other thing is that artillery is better at defence than rocket artillery. So I think initially we are going to go down the rocket artillery path. But I want these two. And I think we're going to go, we'll hold off because December's not that far away. We'll just hold off. And then we'll go and we'll do that as our next research option, straight into artillery. Although having said that, whoa, American and British gunboats were attacked by Japanese aircraft. That's not going to end well. German interest in Scandinavia. Denmark joined the Allies. German Reich declared war on Denmark. Norway joined the Allies. The German Reich declared war on Norway. Okay. Let's pause that for a second. And, oh my gosh, I just forgot what I was about to do. Infantry weapons. We're down to 57,000. No, we're not going to do well there. But the other question was infantry weapons and research in 1940. Oh, yeah. That's 113. That's a defensive bonus. Plus 5%. Soft attack, soft attack, soft attack, soft attack. Okay, not that interested in that one, but definitely that one. I think we're going down this path first. Yep, that'll be the first call off the rank. The first cab off the rank, not first call off the rank. What are you saying? All right, so we quickly get to 1940. And that's what you do. So you go here and you get this one with the plus 5% defense and motorized infantry defense as well and mountain defense as well. So yes, for sure. And then we go over here and we deal with this. And you go into the training battalion, although in actual fact it's a whole school. It's a camp now because we've got 27 out of 72 personnel in there. Okay. Now, the next thing we have to do is we need another 2 armies. Tell me the new officers. Very good. What's that? No. Okay, 30 divisions now in training. And we're going to start deployment around the line, the defensive line, as our primary concern. Now that is going to be not very far away. Where are you? Is that you there? Oh, we deployed you in Gorky. All right, so the first one, which is going to be 6, is actually going to be a new division. And you are going to go under the command of... Oh, slow it down again, everybody, because we just cannot keep up with this. We need someone with some pretty good defensive stats. Purev is a 3. Chibizov is a 3. Okay, we've got a few 3s. Timoshenko's, they're 2s. Okay, what about 3 and 3? Max planning and supply consumption. 3 and 3. 3 and 3. I think in terms of having the guys set up, we probably need to look at... Moskalenko is a good one for us. Well, he's a 2 and a 2. But he's a 3 and a 3. So he could certainly be a unit there. So that's 4. And here we go. We've got 12 now. So we go 1. Oops. No, we don't go 1 at all. We go 1. Oh. That didn't work out at all well for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Add a commander. Now, 1, 3, 2, 3. These guys are going to turn into That's unfortunate, because if he'd have been a... Yeah, this is a good guy. So we're going to put him in there. He's going to be our 5th Army under General Comrade Mikhail Tukhachevsky. And so now we need to get you up to 9 in each. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 threes. We need 12 more divisions. How are we doing in here? We've got 12 divisions. Actually, we don't. That's interesting. Six divisions. That's not so good. That wasn't what we were looking for at all. There is another way to handle this though, because we could redeploy these units to different divisions. Ah, yes, these guys, for example. Yes, okay. We do need our combat units in their specific locations to deal with threats. Let's do that. Let's also take 3 of you away, just so we can keep consistency, and put you back over here in the training unit. And then, from the training unit, how many do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threes of 15. Have we got 15 garrisons number 1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. The answer is we do. So that's what we're going to do. 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Start getting our defences built up and deployed. 1, 2, 3. Is this going to work? Well, that's the $1 million question, isn't it? Historically, it did. But will it work in Hearts of Iron 4? That is the $1 million question right there. Okay, now, the other thing we can do is we can start deploying these guys, because we're going to do that anyway. Okay, so we're up to 12, but we're a long way from where we want to be. But it does get them out of the training grounds and into the line, which is, I'm feeling the need to start having defensive positions, because quite frankly it's a bit scary willy-wally here. Oh, okay, defensive, done. Oh, okay, what finished? What have I missed? What finished? Okay, hold the horses. Ah, yes, the infantry. We need to be back there, because... Oh, it's this guy here now. Recruitable population 5%, reinforced rate plus 15%, and the big answer is yes. Please, thank you very much. And here we have 6 more guys. Right. Okay, so let us think about you for a minute. First of all, your army, Stalingrad, you're at 2. You need to be up at 6. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you are going there. And where are you? You're here. And are you? Yes, I think you are. Okay. General Govorov, who actually he's a good guy. We won't put him on the line. He's going to turn into a assault unit later on in the game. So Denmark's gone. Wow. Should I begin to feel nervous now? It's a possibility. Possibility. Okay, there you go. That's what I want you to do. No, stop it. Okay. Army Stalingrad. You are now in Theatre West. Army Minsk. Where is Army Minsk? Oh. I don't know that I want him there particularly. You are going to become Army Moskva. And you need 2 more units. And the only thing I want you to do is defend Moscow. So we need 2 more units in, and we're going to bring you down here too, and we probably should give you a different colour so that we know who you are. And I personally like, well, what's wrong with green? Anybody got a favourite colour? I think it maybe is green. Okay, we're going to put the remaining 2 of you in Army Moskva. And then he said, and then, ooh, well, doesn't that beat all? You go over there. I'm going to take you and turn you into, who am I going to turn you into? Army Mech 1. Why not, right? And we're going to make you a new colour, and a shape. I always make mech diamonds so I can pick them out. And I like blue for my mech units of the dark variety. Well, actually it doesn't matter really. Who's in Leningrad? It's the deep red, so we'll make you deep red as well, because you're going to be down there in Leningrad as well. So, where are you? You are coming over here to Stalingrad. And you are a reserve unit, so you get to sit over there. Cool. And then we've got 1 more, which is Army Leningrad. I'm not going to give you a tank unit, because quite frankly you're in a pretty bad location. But what I can give you are these 3, and then everybody who's going to be a garrison unit will be up to the strength of 6. And you come down here, and your colour, that's a fine colour. Okay, so that's it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. we actually have started putting together our defensive arrangements. And I must say, we are looking okay at the moment. Actually, you know what? 1, 2, 3. Let's just make sure we're all kind of at the same location. When we've got the 12 up, I think we'll go for the deployment on the line and define our defensive position. Thank you very much for joining me today. We are in the actual phases of preparing for the attack. How long away it is? Well, actually, I don't know. But I do know that I want my fleets back in port before we get to that point. So that we're going to do that. And that's it. We are... Wow, we've got to do some more builds as well, because we're ripping through this. Excellent. Thank you very much for joining me today. Please stay well and come back to the Gig channel as we prepare for the arrival of our German, let's call them friends. And we'll see how the great Soviet experiment pans out when armour meets armour and it's bayonet in the jungle. So take care everyone until I see you again at the Gig channel, and as always, I'll see you all later. Bye bye.